Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to episode 2 of the Minibike versus ATV build-off. Richard is already starting to tear this thing down. Like I said, it needs a lot of work, so we're going to start on this one first. The motor's locked up. We got another motor for it. It definitely needs at least a back tire because that one is bald. The brakes do not work at all, and the funny part about this thing is that they have got a brake lever over here hooked up to the throttle of the carburetor, which thankfully it doesn't work. But anyway, that's exactly what you want to be doing in a panic situation, trying to grab the brakes and just giving it more throttle. But anyway, it needs a lot of work. We're going to start on this one first, so I'm going to put you on a time lapse and let him tear this thing down, and we'll talk some more whenever he's done with that. Guys, I don't know if you caught that in the time lapse, but we got the motor out. So yeah, it took a bit of time. So anyway, let's I guess we need to get the wheels off and check these wheel bearings off and things like that, and then we will pick it up again. I don't know if you guys can make that out, but look how they got that cable hooked to the handle there. It's got it wrapped around it and sort of kind of tied in a knot. Wow. All right, guys, we got what's left of the pressure washer in here in the shop. Now, I heard this thing run whenever I first got it, but you never know what kind of tricks people do to make them run. So we're going to see how easy it is to start. Hopefully it starts very easily, and then we can just go ahead and yank this thing off the frame and get it ready to go into the dirt bike frame, or mini bike frame, sorry.
Yep.
So what have we got there? Is that the fuel?
I'm assuming.
That one's fuel there?
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess this is choke?
Choker.
Maybe?
Speed. What is this?
The choke?
I think that's a choker, but
yeah, I'm sure it is, but it doesn't.
It's very loose.
Doesn't give us a way to. Doesn't tell us which way to turn it, so we'll just turn it that way for right now and see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, it kicked off. Good.
So that's how it is on.
Runs good. All right. So we're going to drain the oil out of it, and then he's going to take this off the frame, and we'll start putting it on that little mini bike frame. All right, so we got a little bucket right here we can stick up under it, and drain the oil right into that. That good?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Let's see.
There you go.
You know, should just use this side, huh?
All right, that won't work.
Nope.
That's the square drive. Okay, let me get this out of your way there. Take your wrench whenever you do it. Let me show you this. Take your wrench.
Put it like on a.
You do it like that, and then flip it around, and then you do it some more. Then you can start over again. So then you can do that and turn it around.
Because once it gets loose, I was gonna use that. That's much easier.
Well, I'm not paying you by the hour.
Hey.
Oh, this is your bike, ain't it? I forgot about that. There we go.
Ooh.
All right, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. It's draining into that little bucket there, and probably got a hole in the bottom of it, so it'll go all over the floor, but hey, that's my luck. All right, we'll let that drain, and then we'll be right back. Good enough. We'll go ahead and put the plug back in it now. All right, let's go ahead and get this what's left of the pressure washer pump off of it. And let's, like I said, let's hope we've got a straight shaft on this thing. It's what it's supposed to be, but you never know. All right. So we may need to get you a little cheater bar to put on the end of that thing.
Yeah. Yep. Nope.
Uh-oh. Oh, goodness.
It's not gonna snap.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Those are very, very tight and seized. I don't think I can get this off on there. Well, this is way overkill, but if it works, I guess.
The longer the better.
Yeah, that's what she said. Oh, here we go, making jokes. Yeah, that's not even gonna work because
it's too thick.
Yeah, it's too big. Oh, goodness. I guess what I can do is I'll grab us another 1/4 inch and I'll just cut it off. And
You don't have any.
that way I can fit it in there. Here, let's see if this will work. There we go. All right, I'll let Richard take the rest of them out. That way now we know they'll come loose. There we go. There you go. Let's get that. Let's get this oil bucket out from under it before we screw up and lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. No, lift that end up. There we go. There
That's
we go.
some clean oil.
Oh yeah. Just pour it right back in there. Be all right. ain't my motor. I don't care.
No, thank you.
Hey, you remember now?
I gotta beat you fancy.
You buy some new oil, it's gonna come out of your budget.
That's fine. That's fine by me. So just make sure that they.
What are you gonna do if this thing's got a tapered shaft on it?
That is a Uno.
Huh? If this thing's got a tapered output shaft, you can't use that. What are you gonna do if it is? Gonna go buy you another motor?
No.
No. What do you mean no?
No.
You just gonna give up?
Nope. I'm gonna solely use Plan B.
You're gonna do what? Gonna rebuild that other one?
I mean, if that one, see if I can swap it. If that one's good enough.
Which one?
The old motor.
The old one.
Yeah.
So this is the old motor, and you're gonna use this one.
Well, if that one's good. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, it's locked up solid. That guy told me, he said, oh yeah, I think the motor spins over free. But what he was looking at was the clutch was spinning free. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I ain't gonna complain too much for what we bought the bike for, because we bought basically a complete bike with a bunch of crap on it for what everybody else was wanting for just a bare frame. So anyway, we still got a rebuildable core here. There we go. Let's get a little stick of wood or something and put in there. There we go. Let's see. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, it's got a straight shaft on it. All right. Save that key out of there too. We might need it. All right, good. We got a straight shaft. That's what I was hoping it would be.
I take this.
Should have been, but yeah, we'll just set that off to the side. Just put it in your parts bucket. And all right, well, we'll go ahead and let Richard get the motor off of this one. And it's up to him if we want to clean it up or not before we go sticking it on the frame outside, or we'll bring the mini bike frame in here and we'll put this motor on there. But if he wants to clean it up or not, that's fine. Or if you just want to test fit it on that frame, kind of see where you are, then that's okay too. So anyway, go ahead and get to taking it off. All right, guys. We got the mini bike in and got the motor off. So this is the way it's going to need to go on, just like that. Let's get some, I'll tell you what, let's get some blocks and we'll set that frame up.
Yeah,
on
put it on, yeah.
That way it will, there we go, just sit that in the back right there. Those may be in your way right there, but we'll try and see. There we go. All right, well, you can get your hand up under there. That's good. All right.
I can always.
All right. Oh boy.
Let's do it from this side.
I don't think that gas tank's going to fit.
No, that usually comes from the outside, because that other one was. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this gas tank's going to fit. So, let's go ahead and turn the gas off. Turn the gas to the off position, and we will need to take the tank off. Okay, so it's got 2 bolts over here, and
2 bolts there.
like that. Yeah. Well, I think those might be for the throttle. Let's get these 2 off, and then we'll see what else is holding us on.
Medicines.
So.
What's that?
Like,
13? 10?
Like 3/8 or 7/16, one or the other. Oh, 3/8. Kind of weird.
Was it 3/8?
No, that's metric. That's metric. So, let's say 10 millimeter. Yep, that's it. But that's a 1/4 inch drive. You need a 3/8 drive. Look at that back row back there. There you go. That back row.
You said a 10,
Oh, no. The back row.
That's the one I gave you.
10.
Oh, I gave you a 13. Oh my goodness me. My eyes were deceiving me there.
I can't get good help nowhere.
Jeez.
All right. So, let's see what. What did you use? 4 drive though? You got him?
Yep.
Okay. You can't get good help nowhere, can you?
Hey, if it's working, it's working.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Fuel line is hooked right there, so we're going to have to take all of this plastic off. So go ahead and take this one off here.
I think it's probably the pipe that's holding it. Might be wrong, I don't know.
Come on. There we are. Uh-oh. Now we're losing all the fuel because I yanked the
the pipe
off. Yep. Oops. This is a professional operation, I'm telling you guys.
Yeah.
There we go. Now. Okay, there we go. Now we got access to the bolts. There we go. So let's get it off of this side here. Well, go ahead and take it off there. Just set it up like that, that'll be fine. And we're probably gonna have to take the muffler off as well because it was just as tall as the gas tank. I'm too old to be sitting on the floor like this.
Nope, you're wrong.
I need my recliner. Quarter inch, try that. Try quarter inch.
Yep.
7?
7.
There you go. Let's use this.
Get in trouble.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah, both of us got a little bit of a bum knee, but his is a lot worse than mine. His has actually got a break in it. All right, so we're going to need to take that muffler off. Yeah, there you go. Come off. Good. There we are. Now we'll need to make sure we cram a piece of paper or something down in there so nothing falls in it.
Yep.
I just picked this one up off the dirt pile out there. It'll be fine.
That'd be fine.
Alrighty. Now, let's try this again. All right, let's see if it'll work now. Hey, look at that.
Perfect.
Fits a lot better now. Awesome.
Well, just tighten it. So are we gonna?
But yeah, that's definitely not going to work. But anyway, we've got a tank on this one over here. I don't know because these are two completely different brand motors, and I know that, or I think that the motor to come off of this thing is a Honda motor clone, and this is a Briggs Stratton. So I'm thinking that it's probably not going to just be an easy swap on there. But we can probably take the tank, and I mean, if nothing else, you know, if you're on the budget crunch or whatever, we can take this tank and just ratchet strap it to this for right now, and you know, get the racing part done, and then later on when you got more budget, if you run into a problem with the budget, that's all I'm saying. Hopefully you won't, because we've got a pretty decent budget. After we get this motor on there, then we're going to have $200 a piece to spend
On whatever parts we need.
yeah, on whatever we need. So the biggest part right now is just getting us back on an even footing. So he's got a motor that runs, and I'll be getting a motor that runs for this ATV pretty soon.
Let me bolt
So
those.
then we should both have a running motor on our projects, and then the actual build part will commence. So I appreciate you guys watching, as always.
Stay tuned.
All right.